So you want to make money as a UGC creator, but you feel a little lost. Maybe you're reaching out to brands and hearing crickets. You're getting offers, but it's more exposure offers. You're not getting the paid deals. You're not getting actual cash. Get ready with me to run a few errands. I created a video about getting your first UGC deal in 24 hours. This amazing creator got 3 deals in 24 hours using the technique. But I had a few other people ask some questions, and I know I would definitely want to have all those questions answered. So I felt the best way to do that is to do a Q&A. In this video, I'm answering your biggest UGC questions. Let me tell you, I'm going to give you the real. I can't get to every single question out there, but I'm going to give you tons of answers to your questions. So I'm going to section everything out into a category, and there's going to be chapters below. Feel free to jump around and go to the section where you have questions. I'm including plenty of bonus tips. Plus, I'm going to tell you the sneaky tricks that brands use to underpay creators. So stick around, take notes, and let's get you paid. Oh, and at the end, I'm going to reveal the one. Literally, guys, I'm not doing much makeup, so I don't need any type of judgment. I'm just doing a little bit of foundation coverage and mascara. By the way, this happens to be my favorite mascara right now. Anyway, now at the end, I'm revealing the number one mistake that's keeping UGC creators from making real money. Okay? So stick around for that. Let's get to it. All right, let's jump into the first question. I have it sectioned out. So let's start with all of the getting started. The first question is, what do UGC creators do? UGC creators make content that brands can use for marketing. Brands know that real, relatable content sells way better than a polished ad. And that's why UGC is booming right now. It may be evolving, but it's not extinct. And don't worry either, because no matter how AI can hold products in its hands or walk or anything like that, at this point, AI can't quite compete with a real UGC creator. So whenever you see people on social media and they're doing unboxings, or maybe they're giving a review, or they're doing lifestyle shots or demos, that is a UGC creator. Now, not all UGC creators even know that they're UGC creators. They're creating content and not even getting paid for it. They're just showing you their lives, the things that they love and swear by without even getting paid for it. But for those of us that know there is a way to get paid, that's the perfect way to pick up on certain brands. And even though you're creating content for brands, it's more real, it's more relatable, it's more authentic, it has more energy behind it. Granted, some of the market is changing and they really want you to read from the script, which is kind of getting away from what UGC is, but it's real people sharing real experiences about real products. That's really what UGC is. Now, you may wonder, what's the difference between UGC and an influencer? I also want to talk about the biggest mistake that new creators make, but I'll get to that in a second. First, let's clear up a common question. Well, think of it like this. A UGC creator creates the actual content. Influencer is like the billboard. It's about their followers. That's why as a UGC creator, you don't have to have a following, but we'll get to that too. But as an influencer, you do have to have a following, and they prefer for you to have an active following. They promote brands to their own audience. Brands are basically paying for exposure. And the larger you are, the more you get paid. You're getting the Super Bowl version of sponsorships and payments and benefits. UGC creators make content for brands to put on their own pages, which is why you don't have to post the content on your page and why you don't have to have a large following. UGC, you get paid for content, and influencers, you get paid for followers. So the next question is, do I need a large following to be successful? Well, come on, and we'll talk about that. No, you do not need a large following. You can start with 0 followers. However, I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of people will say, oh, just get started. You don't need a lot of followers. I don't want to say anything. But what I'm trying to say is that you want to start building your own following, because that's what helps you level up. And that's how you make more money. And that's also how more brands see you. If you are posting on your socials, which I suggest that you do, or if you're posting on your socials, go ahead and put in hashtag UGC creator, or make sure you have UGC creator in your bio. Better yet, be more specific. You can say something like Gen Z UGC creator or millennial UGC creator. so the brands can come to you instead of you chasing them. What videos need to be in my portfolio? First off, your portfolio is your UGC resume. That's what houses all the examples of what you have to offer. I got this directly from a brand that's hiring UGC creators. She told me that within your first 3 videos, you want to make sure that you are talking. This is very important because if brands don't see what they want, they'll move on. You want to make sure that you are speaking via the testimonial or review video. You would also like to have a voiceover video. Brands love B-roll, and you actually see that product throughout your life and incorporating it using B-roll and a voiceover. So you want to make sure that within those first 3 that you have a voiceover. Okay, so I've had the hardest time filming what should have been a simple video. I've been having a struggle here. So I had to change clothes. And so you're going to see throughout this video that I am going to have different sets of clothes. You'll understand. Done is better than perfect. Next, you'd want to have a demo video. You're showing how the product works. It doesn't matter if it's a digital product or a physical product. You want to actually demo the product so people can see how it works. Even if it's face cream or something like that, you want to apply that. Say it's an app. You want to show some of the in-screen videos. You also want to do storytelling. Storytelling is huge right now. So that's definitely on trend. Now, this is one of those longer version videos. A storytelling video is typically at least 2 to 3 minutes, maybe even longer, or even series long. And now this is where you kind of incorporate within your story product usage. You want to make sure you're telling the truth because sometimes you can hear all these stories like, oh, my sister's boyfriend's cousin's uncle said, I don't know if that makes the same person or not, but anyway, it'll be something like that. And then it'll say, I saw all her products all over the place, and it'll be some particular brand and they're showing the products. You can say you could say I was driving in the rain and it was raining really bad and I ran into some water and the water was flooding my car and I didn't know what to do. I couldn't get out of my car, but good thing I had a car tool in order to break my window. So I was able to safely get out of my car and it saved my life. And if I didn't have this tool, I don't know where I'd be. A story like that. Now, granted, I'd say don't go with the fake stories. Try and stick with your real story because you don't want to get into like the soap opera content creators where you kind of get pigeonholed into that and people start thinking you're a liar. Ugh, you know? So anyway, that's just something to watch out for, but you definitely want to get into those story time videos if you can. So remember, your portfolio should scream, I can sell your product, not just I can make cool videos. Is faceless content better than showing your face? As a new UGC creator, I'm definitely going to say you're going to want to show your face because when you show your face, it's more relatable for people to see. However, you can get great content from faceless content. That's when you incorporate quite a bit of B-roll and be very creative. Brands love personality. The best way for you to show your personality is to show your face. However, I will say that my first retainer deal was faceless content, but I had to be very creative in creating content daily for a brand that was not showing my face. That just was kind of a one-off situation, and it's pretty rare for a new creator. So how do I get feedback and testimonials from brands? Getting feedback is crucial for you to improve as a creator and to get repeat clients. I actually have one sentence that I include in my invoices that gets brands to give you feedback and testimonials within 24 hours. Want to know what it is? Stick around and I'll share it with you. Do I need special equipment to become a UGC creator? Actually, you don't need special equipment. You can do it with just your phone and natural lighting. That's one of the best things that you can actually do. However, I will put some links below and in the free guide for some great mic options because you definitely want that. Now, I just got the new DJI Osmo Creator Kit and I'm so excited to dig into it. I am a little bit intimidated, so I can't wait to create new content with that. However, the main thing is to just get started. Does UGC have a joining fee? There actually is no fee to be a UGC creator. Now, don't fall into the trap that you have to join a membership or be a part of a course in order to get started with UGC. There's so many people doing UGC and they just got started and all they had was their camera, and they just created content. So there is no fee. There is no group you have to join. You just get started. It is a profession, and there is no fee to become a UGC creator or a content creator. So be warned about companies or other creators telling you that you have to pay a fee or join a membership to be a UGC creator. Brands pay you, not the other way around. Do you need to create new social media accounts for UGC? Well, honestly, you don't need to create a new social media account. Some creatives will start new accounts just for UGC. However, that is a personal decision. If your current page can align with UGC, that means if you can incorporate some UGC or some products in your current life and what you're already posting, I would say definitely stick with that. But if it doesn't align and it's way off, or if you've got some kind of weird content on your personal page, then you might want to change that. Say you've decided to niche down on UGC and your current page is all about fitness and you want to focus on the UGC, that may be something you want to change or incorporate beauty into your fitness routine. Currently, I am not active on any social media, and that's something I wish I would have done sooner because it takes a lot of time and energy to promote great content for brands. And a lot of times you just don't really feel like doing it for yourself. But when you've started it and you've made it a routine, it's so much easier. So I would definitely say get started with building your personal brand as soon as possible and posting on those social media accounts. Okay, so now that we've already discussed content and content strategy, let's move on to payments and pricing. How much should you charge for a UGC video in 2025? The price depends on so many factors like experience, the video length, the usage rights, and what's all included. But here's a solid standing point. One video starting at $200 and beyond. Don't forget to charge for extra usage rights and never do raw footage for free. Should I give a discount for raw footage? No. Heck no. Heck no. Heck no. Here's where brands come in with their sneaky little tactics, and this is how to get over on inexperienced and new UGC creators. A lot of times they will say something like, oh, we just want raw footage. You don't even have to worry about editing it. And they'll try to give you a reduced rate. Well, actually, they're able to make multiple videos out of that raw footage. So normally with raw footage, I charge an additional 50% of the base rate. So no, that is a sneaky way that brands either knowingly or unknowingly take advantage of new and inexperienced UGC creators. What makes a UGC video convert? The first thing you need to be concerned about is the hook. The hook needs to happen in the first 3 seconds of your video. You need to have clear problem solution and storytelling, good lighting and audio, and text overlays for clarity. Here's a bonus tip. Use the feel, felt, found method. Feel is addressing a problem that your audience has, and felt is using your empathy and drawing in your personal experience. And then found is how you found a product or a solution in order to solve that issue. Here's an example. Feel like your skin gets dry in the winter? Same. I used to struggle with flakiness until I found this brand's moisturizer. It hydrates my skin all day without feeling greasy. The feel, felt, found method. Should I work for free to build my portfolio? That totally depends on you, but I've got a whole video right here that I definitely want you to check out if you haven't checked it out. It is how to become a UGC creator and get your first deal in 24 hours. And with that, you are working not for free because that's all relative. You are working for education. And how much is a college education or how much is a training course? It's quite expensive. So I'm saying if you're just getting started, you definitely want to work for gifted collaborations, but only for your first few. And after you've got the hang of it, make sure you charge what you're worth. Working for gifted collaboration is also a win-win because it's a great way for you to get testimonials. And you can make that as part of the collaboration. Sure, I'll do this as a gifted collaboration if you're willing to give me feedback and testimonials. Okay, here's how you get paid. You want to get paid by direct deposit if possible because there's no fees. That's my favorite way of getting paid. But then there's these other ways of getting paid like Stripe, and you can get paid in escrow using Fiverr or Upwork. Then there are tons of other communities that have another escrow type of payment. Should you use a contract? Oh, yeah, you should use a contract. Here's why you should use a contract, because a contract protects you from things like misuse, lack of payment, and excessive revisions. Now, there's a list of key terms that you definitely want to include, like payment terms and deadlines, number of revisions included, usage rights, that's how long a brand can use your videos, and I would definitely add a termination clause. This way, if you've been working really hard and for whatever reason it doesn't work out, the brand is still on the hook for paying you for at least the work that you put in to the creation that you've done. Because what if a brand changes their mind and they just say they don't like your work? And a lot of times they can say, well, if it doesn't work out, if it doesn't fit to our liking, that we can terminate the agreement, but then you're stuck without a payment. Having a termination clause can definitely cover you there. Even for gifted collabs, you want to have an agreement. You want to use a contract to make sure that your gifted products aren't taxable. Otherwise, you can owe big in taxes at the end of the year on something you thought was a gift and it's sitting somewhere in your closet. How do you find deals for UGC? Well, you can find deals for UGC by using things like Twitter. Check out this video. You can also find deals for UGC on social media and companies like Billo, Fiverr, Upwork, brands meet creators, the list goes on. What are usage rights? Usage rights determines how long and where a brand can use your content. Common terms are organic usage for their socials, which is your base price, paid ad usage for promotion, which is an added charge, and whitelisting, which is ads under your name, and you can charge even more. How can you make more as a UGC creator? Once you've got your first few deals, here's how you scale fast. Deliver high quality work for brands. That'll keep them coming back. You want to post so brands can find you. Post on your social accounts and put hashtag UGC creator, or make sure you have UGC creator in your bio. You want to continue to watch this channel so you can learn how to use AI and automation in order to create new products like digital products, affiliate products, or you can even do coaching. So yes, in case you were wondering, you can make passive income as a UGC creator, but you just have to take your skills that you've learned as a UGC creator and turn it into skills so you can continue to scale. That one sentence that I include in my invoices helps me get testimonials and feedback within 24 hours. Here it is. Feel free to take a screenshot. If you've made it this far, you are serious and you have made it past 99% of UGC creators. That means your chances of being successful is way up there. Drop a comment below and let me know your greatest struggle, and I'd be glad to help you out. Make sure you subscribe to get more UGC and content creator tips. Let's get you paid. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's grow. See you in the next video.